Hold up. What's up, my boys? Hold up. Audio. Mic test, mic test. Yeah, there we go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Woo! Welcome to another episode of Talking Manchester, guys. Sorry, maybe a little bit of audio issues out there, but we got it all sorted out. Now, I just want to say, usually we start the show, we do the same thing, we preview the match, whatever, we do this, we do that. But I want to do something a little bit different today. Look, this Ryan Giggs trial is quite insane, right? I think many of us know the old story. Remember the old story about him and his brother's wife? Let me let you all just recall that a little bit. Now, back in the day, many years ago already, there was issues with Giggs and his brother, right? Rodri Giggs. Not as talented, definitely not as famous, but he loved Giggs to bits. Giggs was having an affair with Rodri's wife, okay? And it was going on for years. And when he confronted him, apparently he said, "Look, man, she's not worth it. She's not worth your time. So, go figure. Fine." And then his father and mother also came out and condemned him. They did. They openly came out and they said, "You know what, Gig this to his brother was wrong. He should never have done that. It's his own brother. His brother loved him. He was very selfish." Let me close these windows. He was very selfish, and he didn't care about anybody but himself. Very hard truth for all of us to take because Giggs is somebody that we all really, really love, and it was very hard to see him. We could how to say we couldn't see him do any wrong. Giggs was everything that this club was about. As far as being there we go, get a bit closer. This Logitech thing, this upgrades and this weird stuff, man. Every time now, I don't know why it's upgrading all the time. My beautiful face needs light. I mean, this face. I mean, man, I just shave. This face don't come easy, yo. There we go. I gotta get the light. Okay, so we all knew the story back in the day when it happened, right? And even his parents have come out and spoken to the press and said, "I'm very disappointed with Ryan. I'm very disappointed with what he's doing, and I'm very disappointed with what he has done because he broke his brother's heart." And I'm like, yo, Rangi is turning out to be a straight up devil, man. On the pitch, football wise, you cannot say anything. Most decorated player in Premier League history, but off the pitch, man, what's going on? So the latest is he's got this trial going on where his ex girlfriend has come out and said she had enough of him abusing her sexually, physically, whatever, mentally. So today I was reading this, man. Check this out, huh? Ryan Giggs, the new one. Police found Ryan Giggs with blood around his mouth after headbutting his girlfriend who had a swollen and bruised lip. As body cam footage shows, ex-footballer telling officer, "We got into a bit of a tangle." What happened in the court past few days is he headbutted her and his girlfriend's sister. So and then she broke down in court and said she found out he was having affairs with 8 or 10 other women for the past 10 years, and during the pandemic, living with him was hell. So you go figure out what was going on in that house. So he torture her and all that, abuse her, whatever, and he was having affairs all over the place. So Ryan Giggs accused of controlling, coercive, whatever, already mentioned that. He's charged with common assault, younger sister Emma, whatever, in the house. He denies all allegations. The court today played 999 call between Emma, that's the sister, and the police after the alleged assault in November 2020. The jurors also read the statement from the officers who arrived at the scene, and the officer said Giggs had blood in his mouth. So actually it's wrong, so you don't need to go in too much into it. Basically, he said they found Giggs blood in his mouth when they had a fight, and he headbutted her, so it probably busted his lip. And and this woman has come out and said that throughout the few years that she was with him, he was controlling her. He wouldn't let her have a life outside, and he would check her phone, be jealous, and be very controlling. Ryan Giggs' defense lawyers, however, said there were pictures of you going on holiday, 2019, 2018, 2020. You went on holiday, your friends. So what do you mean, that you were all cooped up in the house, being tortured? And she said, well, it was not always a happy picture. So you see, when we read these news articles, sometimes they tend to go with what is sensational in that time and what's the right story to write in a. You need to write one article in 6 hours or 4 hours of court proceedings. So it's very difficult, right? Now I'm trying to just summarize everything here and paint both sides because Ryan Giggs' defense side there's not much there, It's all at the bottom. What's grabbing the headlines? He hit her, abused her. He had 8 girlfriends, 10 girlfriends, cheating here and there. So it's quite crazy. So apparently there was also a time when the girlfriend went to the doctor and she came back and lied to him and said that she might be, what was it, uh, cancerous. She said she went and did a pap smear, and she came back. She said that she was cancer, so that he wouldn't come and he wouldn't try to have sex with her. So now the sister is saying, yes, I helped her with the contraceptives, I helped her with this, I helped her with that, and this news is just gone ape shit crazy, man. What's up, bro? I just got the crew.
Oh, what's up?
I just started getting the crowd warmed up with this Ryan Giggs thingy, man. So now more and more news is coming out. There's more and more evidence that he's actually done it. As this trial goes on, the jurors today were shown video of Kate sobbing after she told police of the assault. She denied claims that the Manchester United lawyers that she planned to get pregnant because the relationship was broken down. She said whatever a relationship not walking away, blah blah. It's just crazy, man. They've gone through text messages, and then talking about incident that happened in 2019 when Ryan threw out the girlfriend into the hall naked, and apparently he did it several times. He shouted at the girlfriend's mom. Yo, this is some freaking, what's that movie with Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves?
Devil's advocate.
Devil's. This is straight up some devil advocate shit, and Al Pacino is gigs. Yo,
Damn.
this shit is ape shit. Not as crazy. Ryan
Mhm.
Gate cheated on me with 12 women. This is the one I wanted to get. Sorry, so many things in front of me. The football legend became more angry and aggressive, and that it was a horrific time for me. Body cam footage, whatever style, headbutted her. The jury heard that she told cops he cheated on her with a dozen women. Found a load of shit, whatever, and she suffered panic attacks during lockdown, made it difficult for her to see friends and family and relationships. I mentioned that, lying to her about the cancerous thing. Now, look, man, I think this guy is in deep shit, man. Let me just come out here right now and say, I think it won't be as bad when they see the evidence on the defense, which I said earlier. So
Mhm.
it's she not like she was freaking locked some Charlie Wayne Gazy shit. No, locked up there and then not fed,
Mhm.
tortured, raped. No, she's gone for holidays and all that. But I guess the other times when he was around her,
The bad days, lah. The bad days.
things were,
There are
yeah.
good days and bad days for him, lah.
This yo, Chad, I want to know what y'all think about this. Now I'm gonna give my 2 cents. Like I said, I pretty much summed it up there. I think this guy's fucked. I think he's straight up screwed, man. Gigs with this, like whether he sees jail time or not, I don't know. I don't know how this court there work. What these articles don't write high court, sessions court, whatever fuck court. It just said in court. Okay, just court. It's just the court heard. I can write better, man.
Hmm.
Anybody know how the court system in Britain works? I got no clue, man.
No clue, man.
Yeah, hey, Giggs might have been partying with Johnny Depp, man. I mean, who knows? He might be there. Amber Heard might have shat in his face. Maybe he liked it. The other fellow who likes that shitting stuff was Odell Beckham Jr. One of the girls came on one of the podcasts I was watching on YouTube.
Okay.
He likes the nasty side. He likes her not to shower for a week. And he likes to get down and grimy. And he likes the poop
That's
coming
some
out of
kind of
the
caveman
shooter.
shit, man.
I mean, you're doing all that nasty shit. Y'all got stopped, man, right now. Straight
Damn,
up,
man.
man. So what do you think, bro? I'm staying awake. I'm coffee all day today.
Yeah, man. No, lah, I think we should stay away from this shit. No pun intended.
There you go. I'm telling you, man. Don't be doing all that nasty shit.
Yeah, man.
If
Stay away from it, like, way. Don't get yourself involved in this kind of shit. You know? Go
I'm glad you
normal,
answered
lah.
that,
Do the
man.
normal stuff,
I'm
man. Do
glad.
the normal stuff, like, way.
I'm glad. I
Don't
was
all
asking
this.
you about Ryan Giggs trial, but I'm glad you answered that though. We got that live on record. He ain't didn't say into a nasty shit, yo.
Yo, man.
No 2 cups and 3 girls, whatever. 2 cups and a girl, lah. 1 cup and 2 girls, whatever it was called, lah. Now, what do you think about this Ryan Giggs thingy, man?
I mean, I mean, footballing aside, lah. I mean, I don't know what was wrong with him. He doesn't look like this kind of person, but apparently he is. Everyone look up to him as a player. and he seems to be like a very decent guy in the dressing room. But for this news to actually break, actually initially when the news came out, I was actually shocked. It's like, huh, really? Yeah, Ryan Giggs. I know he used to screw his brother's girlfriend right back then, and I thought, I mean, that is like John Terry kind of territory, But
That was nasty, man. It
yeah, man. But
fucked up.
I didn't expect that, Ryan Giggs to do this kind of shit. I think the last show I said, I mean, if you tell me like Beckham did it, I'm still like, okay lah, maybe lah, But Ryan Giggs, really, it's like, damn, man.
But I think it broke a lot of our hearts, and a lot of
Oh
people didn't want to
yeah,
face the facts and didn't want to
yeah. I mean,
believe it was true. But
our
guys,
most decorated player
this
is
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 bad.
is going through this kind of nonsense. I mean, his reputation is gone. I mean, if you just say he's really found guilty, his reputation is gone.
Like it's his reputation is falling now, and I was just
Mm,
thinking if during the social if this thing was going on now,
mm,
social media era, I don't think he would have been able to get away with a lot of things. I
mm,
think back then because there wasn't a lot of social media, I know the press. But I was thinking about it while I was taking a shower, right? The press were always all over the place. What any of these
mm,
players, like we heard about Ashley Cole bringing girls here and there,
mm.
and all the way, hotels in overseas and all that to to have sex. That's for you, to have sex and
There's
all
no
that.
hate, man. No hate. I'm just saying that.
So
If it happens, I mean, I will not be as surprised as I thought Ryan Giggs were. I mean, it's just like telling me now Gary Neville's going to have like a like a kind of orgy kind of thing going on. Then I'll be like, really, Gary Neville, things like that. But Ryan Giggs, really, I'm surprised. I'm very, very
is that Andy
surprised.
Carroll? Oh no, it's
And
Gary.
no hate on Beckham, man. I love the guy. I
Not
love the
looking
guy.
good, bro. Not looking good. Yo, gigs.
Yeah,
It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. Look,
man.
um innocent until proven guilty, but there's a lot of evidence pointing to
Mhm,
this coercion thingy lah. Now I don't know whether he's going to face jail time, but think about the like. I always felt the press always were writing about this. Geek somehow or other stayed under the radar. When his brother thing came up, it was near the 99 MC final, whatever. Somehow
during
or
that,
other,
yeah.
it didn't get so crazy. But his father is on record
Mhm,
condemning him and ostracizing him, saying that, I don't love gigs anymore. And I think, and then he was still Wells coach and all that. Now
mhm.
with this going on, this guy is going to fall off the face of the earth as far as football is concerned. Manchester United don't mention him anywhere. Premier League, Hall of Fame, and all that. This
He's
fellow
going to be
should be number
cancelled, man.
one. God, straight up
The
cancelled.
cancel, the
Yeah,
cancel culture. I mean, he's going to be
he's
cancelled.
he's gone. So on that, I don't know, Chad. I think like we all got to face the facts that I think Ryan Giggs has gone down the toilet,
Gone down the
and
drain.
from building a monument to this now,
Mhm.
it's crazy. Now, I don't want to throw. I mean, I think what it is wrong. Cheating for me is just is wrong. Whatever. What the hell, man? 10 or 12. God damn, settle down, man. And coercing someone, forcing someone to do what you want is also wrong. And I think he's going to face, if he faces jail time in this, if because there's no settlement or whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, the club is facing some really, really shitty times right now, man.
Mhm.
Mason Greenwood still there. This fella's shit all now tossed out in the open. He's already hit the
Mhm.
fence all over the room, man.
The whole room, man.
It's fucking stinking. And then now the club losing the first match the other day,
And we're losing our sponsor.
And here is where the omens. I saw an old tweet right the
Mhm.
other day that I watched, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was everything about what Ralph Running said in previous press conferences. One press conference after a certain loss against one of the games, where he said, "Look, it's not the manager. It's not the manager's quality, that is bringing this team down. It's other things around the club." He said minor fixes and all alterations here and there is not
Mhm.
going to save the
Open heart
club.
surgery.
And he said, if you want, he said, if operation, this is more like open heart. So you
Mhm.
need everyone on hand. But there's one part where he said, it'll come together, and if people want to work together, it can happen. So you see, I think at that point there is what he was mentioning about separation between
I,
the
I
management
I
and
think
the
something like
and the
people from
club.
all level have to work together, right? I think
Yes,
something like that. Like you say, like
yes,
teams like City and Liverpool, they have everyone from
yes.
all different level. That was the biggest hint ever, man.
Yes, so he's saying, so what that means is the fellas doing the transfer, upper management taking money out or how much money to give, and the club fellows actually running the football. There seems to be a discord, and because of that, I was just watching. I was just so mesmerized. I think I watched it 6 times, and I was like, "Holy crap, man!" So Ten Hag doesn't really say much in press conferences, right? and he gives very very little. So press conferences are very boring and they're very contrite, and I like that. But when I saw this tweet from last year, and I saying, "Whoa, everything's coming to fruition," and
Hmm.
how Ten Hag is acting now. I don't talk about other player. Okay, done deal. Why he don't want to reveal so much is I hope if the finally the club has given him full rein and say, okay, bro, we ain't gonna catch out you. Do the one, tell us what you want. We'll find out because of Ralphie. I feel very happy, man, seeing that. Yo,
Hmm.
that interview, one interview, just threw so much shade at everything, which brings me to what I actually wanted to talk about. These two transfers, Rabio and whoever, Anatovic, thankfully they dropped, and
Arnautovic, yeah.
Gakpo.
Hmm.
Now, is this still going on in the club? This Discord that Ralphie warned us about. Are we panic buying now?
It looks like we are. But you know what's the funny thing? Back I think it was 2 years ago. I actually saw this interview. I was like, scrolling through. I was just trying to find out a little bit more about this Rabiot fella. Apparently, Pirlo, when he was the manager of Juventus, he rated him quite highly. Though
Mhm.
he rated him quite highly. He says he's a physical and a technical player. That is a very physical player and also a very technical player. He said he's almost like the complete player. But 2 years down the road, still not lah, nothing lah.
So are these guys like so? Is the club now the with what's happening and me bringing up this thing that Ralphie warned
Mhm.
us about last season? Is the club still doing the same shit? Because all of a sudden, because we can't get De Jong, whatever shit drama going on there, we're looking at all these alternate players, and I'm thinking the entire fan base is condemning Rabiho.
Mhm.
We also condemn the fact that Harry Maguire is the captain, but he still is.
Mhm.
So the club, Ten Hag wants to make his own decisions, but I don't know lah. That thing just struck me. This is the one lah. Somebody just let me just show you what it is. So if anybody wants to go and check it out later, you can go ahead because
Mhm.
I like to play it, but I don't want to get copyrighted and all this shit. If I
Mhm.
play it now, I might have to talk over it. Okay, so
Yep.
this one, let me remove this fucking thing. This one, you
Yep.
go and find it lah, wherever you want. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, this is age well. All right, this is the one. So I feel with Salih Rabio and everyone throwing Lou Makari came on MUTV so and was saying that this fella is rubbish and all that. Not like Lou Makari knows much anyway.
Mhm.
But I don't know. What do you think, man? Guys, chat. What do you all think? You think we still panic buying?
It looks like we are, and it feels like we are at the moment. I think because of the whole shitstorm that is happening with the Barca and the young situation, and we losing the first match, and our midfield looks like shit in the first match.
Hmm.
It looks like we're going down the same path again. We're most probably going to end up going to buy Marwan Fellaini back again.
But what the other one Sashi said, that is my Taibi. Yeah. Hey, man, look, I honestly feel that things aren't fixed. Lah.
Mhm.
I feel like, I mean, I swear to God, I hope to God that this Rabio and Arnautovic game didn't come out from the guys handling the transfer. God, I
Mhm.
hope, man.
But
If I
so,
find,
but yeah, but if you look at it now, I mean, again, I have a feeling it's also just people from outside trying to throw in some stuff to cause chaos or something like that. Because if you look at it, it's ever since Richard Arnold took over, then the moment he said that I'm going to work out on all our communications and everything, and how Ten Hag handles the whole thing. If you notice, right, I mean, everything has been a little bit more controlled. So I don't know whether this is actually the truth
hmm,
or whether it's not the truth. You see, like the
yeah.
Malasia deal, it was kept under wraps for very long, very quiet, and suddenly just moments before we signed him, only the news broke. Even the Ericsson one, I mean, everyone was talking about it. There was a lot of rumors, but there weren't any like very confirmed news. Not like how we did it the last time. Oh, we want this player. Everything was very loud. I think the only one that was very loud this season was actually De Jong, and I think
Darwin.
yeah, and Darwin, but Darwin also came out for a very short while. I think like one week. The
No,
news
no, Darwin
broke.
was for a while.
For a while lah.
Darwin was for a while. And
Hmm.
then last minute only kena sabo.
Hmm. I know the De Jong one was
That one only
way
fair lah.
before that. It was too
Ah,
long. So the thing is, they are still. I mean, I think they have a little bit more control now in terms of how they release the news. So I'm not too sure whether this two news is really true or not, or whether
true.
yeah. So I'm still very skeptical. And we know that how Rabio's mom, they say she's the female version of Raiola, so most probably she's also playing her cards, trying to you know coerce United to actually go into the panic mode and buy him, and by releasing some information like that, it creates a lot of panic
So
in
you
the
think
transfer market.
Ten Hag is the one who wants Rabiot? So you feel it's
I think
okay
I
lah.
think I think they asked him, and he didn't deny anything. He just said that he's a
No,
player from an,
yeah, he won't say. But what do you
yeah.
think? I know what Ten
He
Hag said.
if just say he really wants this player, I mean that means he sees something in him. But for me, I look at it, I don't think so. He's the player we want. He's basically a worse version of McTominay in terms of the stats, and with a baggage of Pogba. So I don't think so. We want that, man.
Bro, you didn't answer the question.
Mhm.
I said, do you think Ten Hag wants him, or is this the club
It's the club,
sanctioning this transfer?
most likely the club.
So you don't think Ten Hag wants him? And so that means correct lah. What I said just now, I feel there's still a discord there between the thing. What you said that you don't feel the news is correct is what?
It is some, like I say, is actually released by external party, not from the club. So it,
Which news, bro?
that about the Rabiot one, the one that we want to sign.
Oh, so you don't think we want Rabiot? It's all bullshit. Oh, so the news that John Mutta was in Juventus and all that yesterday or the day before or whatever,
Yeah.
the one was going on.
I mean, all these fellas, they will be moving around. I mean, they're all the wheeler dealers. What they are moving around. They try to see what place we can get. So when you go there, there's a player available, and the agent will look at it. Hey, this fella's here. Maybe he's talking. Maybe just release the news to see whether we can jack up his price, get the buyer. It can be a lot of things. It's like how Real
Mm,
Madrid deals with players also. What they say, oh no, 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 but actually we know they're buying already. So there are a lot of things.
mm.
We I mean, it could be like maybe we were looking for someone else in Juventus. Maybe, don't know.
Well, so,
But
yeah,
if
okay.
but if it's really Rabiot that we're gonna get, I'm so disappointed.
Look, man, this fellow landed there in Juventus. I was thinking, wait, fuck. And
The
then,
guy,
and then
yeah,
I okay, I didn't put a conclusive thingy on it because fuck. I'm just asking myself like the only reason I would say Ralph Pula, Ten Hag would want him because they played before, and then Anatovic is a whatever warrior, whatever fuck crazy fella
Natavic
up
used
front
to, I
all
think,
day.
like what play for him before,
And
right? I think like
yes,
when he was
also played
early
for
in the
him.
career.
So I was thinking, okay, is
Did
there
Rabiot
if
play for Ten Hag before?
that's what they said. I thought both of them played for him,
Okay.
whatever 20, and then went to. So I was like, wait, Chad, help me out here. Help us out here. Now, I thought these fellas knew Ten Hag knew them. So I'm like, that's the only thing connecting. And then I'm like, but why these two fellas? So I don't know shit about Rabiot. I never seen him play even once. And Arnautovic has fallen off the place of football, so I didn't even know he was still playing. Then
Exactly.
suddenly I hear news about Rabiot, and the thing that's bugging me the most is who the fuck sanctioning this? I'm asking myself this
Exactly.
big question right now. That's why I asked you just now. Who do you think is sanctioning? If you're saying it's the board, then correct lah what I said earlier. This shit is still going on in this club, man. That's why what's happening on the social media now that I'm seeing is a lot of people are starting to put normal lah, it'll happen lah anyway. So all people are putting Richard Arnold and Motor on blast, saying that these two clowns, when they came in, Woodward was also here. They came in together with that, that bullshit, that fucking bunch of clowns. So this thing is happening now. That's what I want to discuss. So what you all think? Because I'm alone, I'm not getting much feedback for what I'm seeing on Twitter. So I feel this is the nicest thing to talk about. Oh, what the fuck? Since I don't know, right? I like to go with the herd because some of the herd I trust, and most of the herd I trust is like not even one is saying that's a good buy. And that's where my problem is. I haven't seen even one. Even Fabrizio, he doesn't throw any shade on player, Fabrizio, so nice on him. When he said the player has fallen down, the backing on
West Ham didn't want
Manchester
him,
United are buying. Huh?
West Ham didn't want him anymore, and and now we are going
So
for
maybe
him.
what you said is right.
Yeah.
I think I I I,
Most people say, hey,
I
this
think
guy,
what you say is
he
right
plays
then.
he plays for Ten Hag before. Hey, maybe we should bid for him since we don't have a player.
I
We can do
just
the whole Cavani, Ighalo, Henry Larson kind of deal again. Spice things
and
up a little bit.
and
And
and didn't we know that his mom was a bitch? Then why the fuck we still want to deal with this kind of player? I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I'm very, very very lost. I think like most of you, and even I watched the it's like some of the other podcasts also, and I so just
Mhm.
gave up because they end up still talking about like who the player, whether he's good and all that. They're trying to figure out.
Yeah, you realize like I think it was 2 days ago they said done deal, but there's
Now
nothing.
now hold up.
The news
Done
come
deal,
out
then
done
hold up.
deal, this and that.
Done deal, then
Who
hold up.
who is
Done deal, then
releasing
hold up.
all this information?
Guys, I tell you, man. Let me just put a clamp on it.
Again, we are united. I mean, we are linked to every player, player available.
I wish we would. I wish in this moment we would be linked to someone that everyone is like kind of slightly happy with lah. Everybody, okay, we threw the Marco Arnautovic one nicely down the road. So
Mhm,
if that may be a sign that the decision maybe didn't come from Ten Hag, but maybe Ten Hag wasn't thinking and say, hey, okay, that was our backup, right? Go and get him. Then
mhm,
oh, the racist thing happened. Right? Oh shit, I forgot. Because one of the things I wanted to bring up next was that he actually knows his history quite well. I
mhm,
was watching his interviews and I was just telling myself, sometimes when he speaks in the interview, he seems like he sounds like somebody who has been in the Premier League and knows the
mm.
players for a long time.
He
You
sounds a bit
see,
like Sean Dyche with his voice. Yeah,
Oh
what?
god,
Right, the way he.
Sean Dyche, can you put some fucking lotion on your throat or some shit?
But I think Ten Hag is starting to get that as well. Yeah.
Man, can't understand shit. He's like fucking Doc Rivers in the NBA, man. Put some lotion on that shit, bro. God damn, sound like a horse is born. Now look, uh, um, I feel like when the reason I say this, I was quite impressed with the questions, which were very curt and very short, and just you won't get shit from him on the history. So you see, I was thinking, hey, wait, hang on, this fella just came a few months ago, right? But how come, like the way he spoke about Brentford and Ericsson and all that,
Mhm.
I feel like somebody is either helping him with that, or I like to think that he actually reads the news.
He
I
does
like to
his
think that
homework, lah.
I does his homework. I like to think that. What do you think? You
I,
saw the thing. It was only 5 minutes.
yes, he
Uh,
does look like a guy that does his homework. And if you notice the way he answers, so I mean, I don't know, lah, I mean, whether it's media training or not, lah, but um, he answered it with conviction. It's not like that it's scripted or whatever. He said, "Yeah." Then he can actually explain and describe very clearly what he's trying to explain as well. So this guy does his homework, and we know that he's a very meticulous guy. So I'm not surprised he does his homework. He looks like those top student in the class that will research on everything, and when anything that's going to happen, he actually have answers for it.
yeah, he has. I'm trying to bring the lineup. The They were trying to ask him about Ronaldo and whether it was ready and all that. I think he couldn't say much, but
Mhm,
it was okay to know that he'll be involved tomorrow. Or just don't know
mhm,
whether in the starting 11 or not.
mhm.
Lindelof and the other fellow is out.
Marshall,
Lindelof and Martial are
yeah,
out.
he say not ready yet, not this weekend.
Yeah, so I think most likely we may see
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo start.
Mhm.
No, hi, yeah. Let me bring up the lineup. What's up, yo? Hey, chat, talk to me, man. What you all think, Giggsy, whatever lah. But these transfers, man, who's who's sanctioning all these transfers, guy? I'm like, suddenly a player being plucked out of my ass, all suddenly coming, never heard all never fucking, no, not even fucking playing. We got fitness problem. எங்கே மச்சான் எனக்கே தெரியாது bro.
When the word
எங்கே
when they said Rabio came out, then I was like, "Hey, who's this guy?" I mean, it sounds very familiar. I mean, I remember reading about him a lot once upon a time. Then I started to realize, yes, he's the guy that I think he went on strike or something like that when he was at PSG just because he wants to make a move to
ah,
Juventus.
mommy
So,
probably told him to do that.
ah, goodness. Then I said, you want to you. We just got rid of one fella, and now we're going to get another fella like that. I mean, you got rid of two fellas that actually uh, acts like that, and now you're going to. When we still have Ronaldo there, sulking and trying to. I was like, I don't think so. We need another headache like that, man.
Right, actually, bro, maybe the club is looking for the fodder because we need the support to buy the jerseys and all that, but we also need the haters. Right? Twitter works both ways. Right? YouTube also,
Hmm.
because some people put like videos saying these gamers are all cheating and all that, which is bullshit. But
Mhm.
YouTube lets him stay, and I'm sure he's getting some money off the side. So maybe we brought Rabio in here so we can hate, keep on hating, hate, 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 hate,
Hey,
hate,
hey,
hate,
hey.
hate, 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 so we can spread more hate. striker right now in Manchester United got not enough hate. Everyone, all hopes and dreams, finished top 4-3, whatever. Straight Umbi in the backside in the first
They-
game, bang in
by
your
by him
face.
to be the scapegoat, right?
Ah. Lucky I was really sway.
Mhm.
Lucky I kept it. I said, no way. Lucky, so I'm not so hurt. But still, man, that Brentford loss got me, man. I'm like, I mean, I thought maybe a 1-0 or something like
Brighton, you
at
mean?
worst. Brighton, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought at least 1-0 at worst or something, or at least we will get a 2-1. What the fly and the mistakes were the same. You can check out the page. I shared one link. Someone broke it down very beautifully.
Yep.
At certain point, Sancho didn't track back. Another point, Bruno didn't track back. So you see, sometimes our midfielders are crap.
Mhm.
Okay, and the defense is also shit. So if these midfielders can't really hold the ball properly, and the front fielders cannot attack. Number two, you got to put a lot on Rashford also for missing those, especially the first one lah.
Mhm.
Ronaldo put it on a plate. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
what else you want Ronaldo to do lah, bro? Cut for you little baby pieces and aeroplane to your mouth. I think even that also Rashford
He
missed it where he
expect
go
he
to
expect
mouth.
Ronaldo to cross and run here, and then he receives the ball and shoot again by
Ah,
himself, cross to himself.
cost himself. What the fuck, man? Right in front, man. You really shouldn't, man. I know the goalkeeper closing down properly, but at least touch it, hold it, something.
Mhm.
Shouldn't have. That would have made a difference, at that point.
Yep,
And then after that, we let
big
in that goal.
difference.
Then after we let in that goal, like the video showed, that left hand side, nobody tracked back. Shaw had to run back and then try to make up because these fellas are positioning like umbi kotte.
Exactly.
Sette polan de.
That's why everyone's blaming the defense not doing the good job. It's not just the defense; it's the entire team. They left the defense too open, and Brighton attacked in numbers, and they were fast. How damn fast! You look at them; they just ran past everyone, and they're big. I didn't know that Welbeck was so tall, and
But yeah,
damn man,
yeah.
they
So Ferguson
yeah
said like a horse last time.
yeah.
Once he get on the run, he gallops. He gallops. Huh, what? I said, what gallops? Oh, right, he gallops. That's Ferguson's favorite word for Welbeck. He gallops. Okay, okay, calm down. Ferguson getting excited with his horse all and probably in the race that weekend, calling this fella gallop, gallop. So here's the thing. Hey, you smart, bro. I got to take this. Anyway, it's 12:30.
Mhm.
Day tomorrow, day after, whatever. So I might probably just stream my video games, man. Screw it. If you've got another loss against another B, one of the B Punda, I'm going
Mhm.
to be a Punda in the live on the show. Straight up, I'm going to be A1 from day one, a Punda. Just watch. Now, what I wanted to say was when the post match, when he was asked about Brighton, post match or today's one, whatever, he was asked about
Mhm.
Brighton. There's one reporter who always asks questions like this. He wears glasses like on
Mhm.
fucking British old school, gangster boys. Like, he asks questions like, but there's one
Yeah,
reporter that you can
there's
see
one guy.
was
Yeah, yeah,
was
yeah.
straight Mairu,
Mm.
straight Mairu kotta. This fella asked him. He said, "What about your?" I think it was him. Lah. Anyway, he's still a Mairu kotta, lah, whether it's him or not.
Mhm.
Um, they asked him. He asked, right, so do you think the players were pressing enough? Were they, pressing well, like how you wanted against Brighton? This is what he said.
Mhm.
He said, normally Brighton play from the back book. He said book,
Mhm.
and that day they played the long ball. So he said, so it's not about pressing, it's about winning the second ball. Ooh. So on occasions, and then he went into elaboration. Then he said, also on occasions during that game, the players didn't do what they were told to do. You know? So I was like, oh, okay. So just pause there at the moment. So that means he really is watching the game. Number one, the reporters are their questions, no problem, because we did emphasize pressing. And I like this kind of insight because you really got to break it down.
Yep.
So apparently, like Junson said just now, how kind of ball is going? I love when you brought that up, bro. Because he's very fast. The game,
Mhm.
was very fast. I agree, and we look. It seemed like our players couldn't cope
Yep.
because of this, bro. They did not play from the back. They were playing the long ball. So it presses us. So he said we need to learn from those lessons. There were too many passing mistakes in our build-up. So it's nothing about the false nine or playing a typical nine. So I feel this is what we talk about when we mean when we say it's a work in progress.
Yep.
And you can see how the players are still panicking. Maybe they're
Especially
not.
the first half. Mhm.
Especially first half, even though he said the first half was yeah, correct. Second half they play better. Ngam. The
Mhm.
beginning of the interview he said, yeah, we were good in the first half. Like, what? You can go and watch it later.
Mhm.
So yeah, so they were asking all about whether you needed a striker. whether Ronaldo should have played there, or Junson should have played striker, whatever. Fuck, Cousin Roy,
Made the
Shashi, all
goals.
should have been front. Bro, if 3 hours front three,
Mhm. Confirm, Jalan. I'm going to use my belly to score the goal, man.
bro, if 3 hours striker, fucking over, man. I'm right leg. I can play left or right. Shashi, whichever one you prefer, you take. You instead of be front striker. I just put
My
high ball
striker.
in.
Yeah, I'm just going
Young
to
Goyot,
run.
bro. Czech Republic. I just put high ball in, bro. Hybrid player, we put high ball in the middle.
All my goals going to come from my belly.
Power.
That's like the Shaolin soccer, the ball will spin.
Power. That's the pusat. That's where the chakras are centered, the
Yeah,
energy.
man.
That's where
Yeah.
the senjutsu comes from.
That's where the nine tails will come out also.
I'm telling you,
Mhm.
solutions are here. Come, nobody fucking man, you fellas all, you know what? Look, man, I'm not hiding anymore. Start spreading the word. That I'm here. So, man, look, it's 1 year anniversary coming out of the month. Start spreading the word, man. Please
Mhm.
like and share and everything, man. 1 million by the end of the year. No, I mean by end of the year. Yeah, 1 million by end of the year, man. What think I'm
Mhm.
playing? So I like that. So I think he's saying that the players are still learning. They're not doing what they're told. The opponent plays a different way. They straight umbi. They don't know how to react,
Mhm.
and he wants them to learn because they're making passing mistakes. What did you make of that, man?
I mean, the first half you can see that they actually retracted back to the old Man United, and second half, I keep saying the second half they played exactly like how we saw them play during the preseason. There is a system, and there's a little bit more organization and structure.
Like
You
you said,
see,
lah, tactical acumen.
yeah,
He's actually you mean they're telling them what to do exactly, right?
yeah, yeah. So you can see second half they come out, they are way more organized, they're more compact, they're passing, and you realize Brighton actually start to fall back. They were panicking a little bit because we were actually doing all the one touch passes, the triangle passes, and so on, and they couldn't find a way to counter us fast enough. So that's the kind of play we want to see. And I keep saying I mean they we are a work in progress, and I want to see them continue to improve in this, and most likely I think we have to change the lineup of people lah.
Which is what I'm going to bring up now.
Hmm.
Let's
You want
talk
me
about the
to
lineup.
you want me to share my
No, I
screen?
got it here. I got the thing. I was typing the
Okay,
thing
cool.
now. What's happening? Let me see if I can make it bigger or not. Bigger Las Vegas. Bigger Las Vegas. Bigger. Bigger Las Vegas. Phew, man, my voice is like, man, unmatchable. Now, Brentford game tomorrow.
Mhm.
We got to preview it at least a little bit. And let's all be really honest here. And I want Johnson to go first. Do we know who is our best 11 and what is our best formation? Answer that first and then go into your this one. Let's go.
No, not yet. No, we don't know. We don't know what's our best
Practicing our
11.
jutsus. That's right.
No, we don't know yet. Until the moment, as even our defense, we can't even decide whether we want to play
Yeah.
Varane
Hey,
or
tell
Martinez.
Akash. Hey, hey, shut up. Wait, stop horning. I have a show. Fuck.
Coming, coming.
Shut. No respect, man. Having a show here is
The honing show of
support.
their support.
Also, okay, okay, horn louder. Okay, okay, never mind. Ask him pull louder. Ask him pull louder, pull louder.
horn if you're horny.
That's
You know,
the horn for honey and pull louder is the name of my LP. So
they're celebrating. They're celebrating. They're celebrating.
everything lost.
Our 1 year anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
They can see they with all the lights. All they're like,
Hey,
yay!
hey, thanks. You want to come inside? That door's open.
Come on.
Come. Hey, wait, you're chill outside. Oh. Some fans lah. You know how it is here, man. When you're famous. So you know how I'm famous. I don't know. They also don't know what's the Manchester United's main formation also. But you want to? Do you? Would you? Are you? Is you calling this a 4-2-1-2-1?
Uh, actually, it's basically it's a 4-2-3-1 lah. But in a way,
My, I love this formation shit, guys. This
yeah,
formation
man.
shit is so fucking stupid and trippy to me. Cause I said
Hey,
many times I ain't no pro.
bu-
Hey, Bunda, hey!
I've been
Ah,
experienced championship manager
I backing
player
you,
lah.
bro.
So This is a formation to go to lah.
So why do you choose this one?
Okay, why? Okay, defensively, I feel that Martinez is not ready. He really doesn't look ready that day. And to play against Tony and Buemo, I think I prefer the Varane to be there. Simply because, if you look at the other game, what Maguire said actually worries me a bit. He said, "Oh, there's no wavelength." I still feel that
Yeah,
our
yeah.
defensively we still don't have the wavelength, and I
Don't
feel
enough.
that with Varane he have a better understanding with him. One, number two, Varane is a more experienced defender. So instead of Maguire being the captain, Varane can actually um, give orders to the defense, which I think he can. He showed it. I mean, last season when Maguire plays with Varane, we look a little bit more solid at the back, and you can see that there's a little bit of a coordination there as well because Varane is fast and he's tall and his positioning is good, so he can actually cover Maguire. And we know that Maguire, as much as everyone complains about his positioning, he is actually quite okay. All right, but he is the type of player that can bring the ball forward. He's the one that can pass the ball. You notice that even against Brighton, the second half, he was doing all the diagonal passes and all those things, which is a good thing, which is something I want to see. So that's why I feel that we should go back to this option first to stabilize the defense. So, and the reason why I picked Malacia on the left is because Shaw was not that good in the Brighton game. Shaw was not good in Brighton game, and I want to see Malacia get involved a little bit more because that guy, he reminds me of a little bit of Evra. It's a mixture of like Evra and Edgar Davids put together. He got that tenacity in him. You notice when he he goes back and he goes forward. He gives that energy there. That's something that we don't see in Shaw for a very long time. I think 2 seasons ago when he was having that form of his life, we see that a lot. But this season not so much. Especially the last game, he was all over the place. He wasn't contributing much to the team. Defensively, maybe, but attacking, nothing much. So I may want to see Malacia a little bit more in this game as well. Dalo is a given. I don't think so. Wan Bissaka will be starting anytime soon anymore, and I don't think so he'll be in the club anytime soon anymore. Also, but looking at it now, moving to the midfield, um, again, Brighton ran all over us in midfield. I mean, we were doing bad passes, we were misplacing passes, we couldn't get our team out of our own half. And that is because if you notice, Fred and McTominay, they could not do it, especially when they get pressed hard by the Brighton team. And this Brentford team, they are known to have a strong midfield as well. We played against them last season. Their midfield was running all over the place and running all over us, on the pitch. So I felt that we need to have a little bit more control. It's not in terms of defensively, in terms of possession. So I feel that we should, what I call, get a player that could actually be a little bit more aggressive on the aggressive side, but at the same time is able to control and distribute the ball properly. And I felt that Garner was the right guy to go in. And I think that is due time for us to give him a chance to show what he can do. Because I think was the game against Rayo Vallecano. You see the way he plays, it is something that I think we lack of. He reminds me a little bit like, everyone also say the same thing. He is a little bit like Carrick. Everyone say that he's like the young Carrick, and they can mold him into the Carrick type of player. He looks like what exactly they mentioned during the game against Rayo Vallecano, and he's aggressive, number one, and he can pass the ball. And to partner him with Ericsson, because we know that Ericsson, he have the experience to play in that position. He can do the Perlo position, and you notice how he carved open the defense. Every time when he plays, even the day against Brighton, he was doing a lot of good passes, especially when Ronaldo came in and he was moved further back a little bit. He was doing all the passes. So I want that two to be there because I want us to control the ball and not give Brentford any chance with the ball. The best defense is actually offense, and the best way to not lose is to not let the opponent have the ball. So I think we should control the game. And Bruno does do Bruno stuff lah. I mean, although I know last game he didn't play well, he was, I think his form has been affected because of the irregularity of the tactics and different managers and so on. But I feel that this season he could actually start to improve back again. So I want to see him gain back his form with the momentum that he has. So Bruno will do his Bruno stuff lah. The front four, in fact, actually, it can be a very fluid front four. Even with Ronaldo there, we saw that he can actually play on the right and play on the left, and we know that
Mm.
he is capable of doing it. He's not the kind of player. I mean, people keep saying that, oh, he's changed his style. He's just a finisher. He just stand in the box. Not really. Like you said just now, that cross for Rashford, that was an old school Ronaldo, man. He did a step over a bit, then he crossed the ball, which is nice. So the front four, the front four can be very fluid, and we can see that Rashford, he can play on the left. He's very 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 effective on the left, but he also can play on the right, and he also can play up front if we need to. So the front four is actually very fluid. We know that Bruno can also sometimes play the false nine and drag. Make sure that he drag the defense away. Then Ronaldo, Sancho, or Rashford will actually have what we call an opening for them to slot in to maybe get into dangerous position. So the front four is actually very fluid, and we saw that during the preseason as well. I'm just hoping that Ronaldo can adapt to this style, and I can see that they will cause a lot of chaos in the Brentford defense, because their defense is not exactly the most mobile and the fastest as well. So that's the reason why I went with this formation actually.
Okay, before I go on to the
Mm.
to mine, let me bring
Mhm.
it up. Okay, ready? That was good, man. I'm enjoying that. Now let's see. Chad, let me know what you think about Junson lineup.
Mm.
Hold on, let me bring you the Kings lineup. Hold up, Kings on the way, yo. Hold the presses. Hold all the presses. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. We got a little purple backdrop going on, trying to keep the teams, with the FBL, but with the EPL colors and shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? My Lawrence Fishburne. My
Mhm.
Lawrence Fishburne, from Matrix, me, my Morpheus purple. I got the Morpheus purple up there, keeping it nice and fresh. Because my shit is always fresh.
Mhm.
Just like how I'm freshening it up with a captain for Varane. My boy Varane
Nice.
is a four-time fucking Champions League champ. He's a multiple league winner. Okay, he cannot cope with the pace in the first season, injured again, whatever. But when he's there, like Junsen said earlier, the calmness is there with Maguire. Because Maguire now doesn't have to worry about the guy next to him.
Yep.
First game of the season for Ten Hag to play Lisandro has backfired spectacularly. So I think Ten Hag needs to cut that little bit of arrogance and like know it all, and
Mhm.
maybe just chill out, chill out. Like defense, especially starting with a new guy, thinking everything's going to be hunky dory. Reality check. So it has to
Mhm.
be Varane. It has to be freshened up with the freshest of lime juices, with him being the captain. I don't give a fuck. But most likely, it's going to be Harry Maguire, the captain. Whatever, man. I still
Mhm.
don't think he's a bad player. He's just not A plus plus.
Yep.
He's most likely like a very, very just only reach A.
Mhm.
Just, just 89. Maybe 89. And a
He,
half.
he he's a David May, not a Yap Stam.
If yes, no way, no, 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 don't do that to me. My heart can't. Ain't no,
Okay lah,
no,
okay
don't
lah.
do that.
Mhm.
Don't. And then Malaysia, I think Shaw had to track back so much in that previous game to make up for the bullshit that was happening in midfield, with Scott in terrible positions to receive passes, terrible positions to pass. Like none of that midfield in that game. If you are a striker, like if me, Shashi, and you were the
Mhm.
strikers there, like I said just now, I'll play left. Shashi can pick which. With me and Shashi, we versatile. We'll swap
Versatile,
left
fluid.
and right. Park Ji-sung, Ronaldo, the swap gigs. We anything. We can play anything. But you have to be the striker. But just imagine if three of us were playing in that team last week, and we look behind us and we are expecting through balls, high balls, long balls, whatever balls, short passes to come to us from Fred, who is a good blocker but not the best passer, and fucking Scott McTominay, which is I don't know. We need a bit more quality there.
Mhm.
How are we going to score goal, bro? I cannot give you any assist.
Mhm.
I cannot make you top scorer.
Because you're not even getting the ball.
I'm not getting the ball. If Shashi wants to give you an assist, also cannot on the wing. They can man wing, bro, chicken wing. If he plays on the wing, how are you going to give you ball when he's playing defense mode? Because the defense behind can't get their shit together.
Yep.
So I did feel in the previous game that Shaw had to track back. When you asked me the question online, I was like, I didn't really notice him doing anything bad because I thought his defense was all over the place. I watched the game again, lah. I actually watched the game again. Yeah, maybe we need Tyrell. I want to see Tyrell in because we saw some crisp passes from him, right, during the
Yes.
preseason. Remember, we did, yeah, we were talking
Yep.
about that. So, like he says, now I agree. So, I want to see Malasia on the left play with proper defenders who are fit. Desandro is a good defender, I agree, but
Not yet.
guys who are fit, lah, at least played one game with each other, lah. Fuck.
Mm.
First game of the season, home, you go and pull Desandro. Anyway, that's right. Dalo, just leave it be.
Mhm.
Just leave it be. We're trying to sell one, just leave him out. One Ahmad. One Ahmad Bisaka. We're trying to sell him. we leave him out. Midfield, I was thinking, you know what? Lisandro needs games. He needs a lot of games. I
Mhm.
want him to be burnt out so that his muscles build up. He builds the lungs in the cold weather and all that to be able to play lots and lots of games. Now,
Mhm.
since he is versatile and he said can play many positions and the
Mhm.
defense was so porous, I don't want to lose another game away. I'm thinking, you said he's fit, right? Okay, play him.
Mhm.
Play him in the midfield. Let him and Fred handle defenses because, like you said, Brentford is not really a bad team. They pass well, they this, they that, and they give us problems.
Mhm.
So I want Lisandro to play together with Fred. I want to see what happens. Now, the front midfield there, I'm still not very convinced with Ericsson. I didn't see enough in the previous game. So I'm wondering whether away he can do the same because the games, yeah, okay, 1 week apart. But I don't know. I still feel like let Bruno play, even though I felt he didn't play well that previous game. Let
Yep.
him play. Let's see, because maybe because there's something special between Bruno and Ronaldo.
Yep.
There's good connection there.
Mhm.
So I want to see in an away game with the fire under his backside. Okay, and then I'll answer this question with Shashi here. With some fire under his backside. Okay, and play with Ronaldo. I hope to God Sancho finds his balls and starts attacking these defenders like he's supposed to.
Mhm.
And Rashford, I suppose this is the biggest question lah. My answer to that was like I put in chat is I think the severe loss of form and Mason Greenwood getting caught for rape. I think something happened to him mentally back when. His refusal to cut down on the extracurricular activities and focus on football is also affecting him. And I feel the Manchester United team coming and taking videos of him training and all that in off season, he was not happy with it. Because when you do things like that, you put more pressure on me when the season
Yep.
starts. But I
Yep.
think sometimes things were out of his hand. These fucking idiots going to force themselves to appease the fan, take two young boys and show them shirtless.
Mhm.
So I think it's a continuation from last year with all the things that happened. This year he needs one. Get that one freaking goal. I mean, it would have been amazing if you got the two the other day. Huh? Get that
Mhm.
one first, lah. Get that one first. Then
Build it
I'll
back up. Yeah.
build it back up. Then I'll break down the game after that, and I'll give you my thought because I want to get that feel. Because sit down, wow, sometimes thinking about what to say, I get a bit distracted. Let me see how the feel is afterwards.
But
Because
but
if one thing I cannot remember, small little bits, pieces, and here, there's always the overall feel after the game. Go ahead.
if you notice, right? He lost that smile. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's
I mean,
fake
if you
smile, huh?
I mean,
You know,
because
you're
even
right, man.
yeah,
You're right. You're right. You're right.
you
You're right.
notice
You're right.
even
You're right.
now,
You're right.
you see even in
It's
the
not
picture
natural.
there,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not natural. Realize, remember the first time when he broke into the team with Van Gaal, then after that
Uh.
Oli,
Uh.
he looks like he's happy. He looks
Right.
happy when he
Yeah.
plays. He looks happy. He was like now he just it's like a robotic smile. I mean, that's actually very sad to see for a player. I mean, of his caliber, and we know that he's actually capable of doing a lot of wonderful stuff. We saw him doing it, and the last two seasons he's been regressing quite bad. Like you said, I think mentally he has been affected quite badly, and I think the one of it is also like you said. I think we said it last season also. His girlfriend issue. Then after that penalty miss with the England, because basically
Hangover. Mm.
the entire country went on him and Sancho. So
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that itself is actually, I mean, for a young player, that is actually very heavy for them. I mean, it's like, and when he comes back to the team and he see this chaos in the team, plus with his injury, his shoulder injury, and he went for surgery and things like that, it kind of took a toll on him. I feel, because you see, like I remember the day we watched the interview where Gary Neville asked Beckham about his red card during the World Cup. He said he got the full support from his own teammates when he came back, and even Ferguson gave him the full support. He said, "You know what? Your home. This is your home. We will protect you." So every time he plays at Old Trafford, he feels safe. It's just that, of course, he said when he goes away on the away stand, he feel. I mean, people will go against him, but he said he had to win them back. Fine, no problem. But you notice even our own fans are being toxic to our own players. They were booing the players, and
Mm.
then his that mural that they did it at Manchester. Someone go and deface it a little bit and things like that. And for a young player, you don't feel safe even in your own home. That's why I was actually very upset with a lot of United fans. Where since when we became so toxic that we are turning against our own players, and we are making fun of our own players. I mean, it's not the players' fault that they're playing bad. It could be just the higher ups. We want to get angry with the higher ups. Go ahead. But we're still supposed to support our team to the end, and that is what we're supposed to be. And I think that kind of affected Rashford as well. All the how you say all the values that we have seen the old Manchester United where we will support our players all the way. I think maybe he didn't see it, and that kind of affected him a little bit. His mood dropped a little bit. That whole motivation has gone a little bit. I don't know. This is just what I see and what I think. Over the past 2 seasons. What do you think?
Yeah, I just said it's not same with you. That's
Mhm.
why I agree, man. I think the whole mentally
Yep.
he's somewhere else, and when you need some privacy, you're not even getting the privacy in the off
Yeah.
season.
Hmm.
You came back from England, still hangover. So yeah, I think that's our answer to this
Yep.
the Rashford saga. So I think we agree lah. He needs one bloody goal to get out of that rut, and
Hmm.
I know he's a important cog. He's a very talented boy.
Yep.
He needs to find some sharpness. He's not seeing the ball as quick as he should. He's still having all that pressure. He needs to just say, "Everybody, y'all go fuck yourself. I'm just going to play football.
Yep.
That should come soon." And whatever, I'm done talking about the MB all that because the boy is not going to quit. Yes, that's
Yep.
after football. Have love for club ball secondary lah nowadays. Be honest, only we love the club more than the players. So
Yep.
I believe that if life gives you lemons, you should make lemonade.
Yep. I'll find
But
someone
if
who
not,
life gives vodka. Then you have vodka lime. The best.
and then you have a party.
You have a
Very,
party,
very
man.
sound advice. Advice that you cannot find anywhere else except here. So make sure you like, subscribe, turn on all those notifications,
Hmm.
and do let us know about this lineup because there's quite a few who have gone with Junsen with Garner and Ericsson there in that middle.
Hmm.
I don't know whether same combo or not, but a variation of those two guys in midfield, right? In my opinion, I don't think this will be the lineup there, but I would like to say that the lineups that we do are not the lineup we predict what Ten Hag is going to put because
We won.
what we want. Okay, you will see the C beside Varane in every game here. You're not gonna say, oh, the captain is Maguire. Yeah, I know. Wow, who gives a fuck? Okay,
That's what
Maguire being the
we won.
captain.
That's what we won.
It should be this guy here, the here,
Yeah.
or this guy here, or
Yeah,
this
man.
guy here all day, even though he's being a bitch right now. Now, this Rashford rumors to PSG is also rubbish. Okay, it's dog water. I know the boy will never leave Manchester United to go to fucking Farmers League in PSG, play with Kylian Mbappe, pal. So this shit's not going to happen. Like they can, I think we can put that rumor to rest.
Yep.
Apart from that, right? I don't think there's much to cover.
Hmm.
I think first game of the season, maybe no need to go ape shit or start
Yep.
panicking. Even in your FPL, also
Chill.
don't panic.
Relax,
Just
man.
just chill.
Relax.
Let's see what happens the next game.
Hmm.
As far as these transfers go, I think I so like Vincent said, it's coming not from Ten Hag. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man.
Hmm.
Because I am like fucking lost. Like this whole thing just seems like still
The Rabio one
shambolic.
caught us off guard, lah. I don't know how to react when the thing came up.
I mean, the next thing you know, they could drag Dwight York out of retirement. Del Piero,
For all we know, we're going to get Jack Wilshere.
if Francesco Totti is coming back. You know, who else? Which who other
Yep,
players
Stam resigns for Menu.
come back? All these players like you never heard of in fucking years. Roy King going to come in as an assistant coach. Anyway, guys, look, I'm going to end it right there.
Yeah, man.
I want to thank you all for tuning me to tune. I'm tuned out, man.
Tune out, man. All of us.
I'm tuned out. Don't know what to think with the way the club. What the fuck they're doing, man? It's like if all the other teams would have woken up and said, "Ah, man, you lost." Lucky the one drew and okay, the other one won lah. Fuck, man, the striker so like looks godlike lah. The
Let's
striker looks
just yeah.
godlike,
Let's
man. This
just hope that our
sucks, man.
team get our act together. Let's just hope that
Fucking guy.
Ten Hag managed to tweak them.
Look, they're playing who is City playing then this next game?
Hold on, let me check.
Whichever fucking defender in the team, can you go and press the fucking boy a bit? I get under his skin. Nobody got under Haaland's skin, the other day. Like just gave him free. West Ham were like fucking ass. I didn't expect West Ham to play that poorly, man.
Bournemouth.
Mm.
Ayo, City Bournemouth.
Yeah, I told you that day 5-0 lah, this
Yeah.
game. So I know everyone is like, man, we can't get a fucking striker in our club. We in depth like shit. They're gonna do another protest tomorrow, huh? Like
Yeah,
I'm down.
they have the hashtag right, empty Old Trafford.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Can you imagine if we lost?
No one would know. No one's gonna be in the stadium.
They are. We are 7 hours ahead, so it's 5 p.m. game. They go to the pub.
But the pub, man.
They're at the pub.
Have a
Oh
drink,
shit. We
enjoy
had the local.
ourselves.
Fuck this, man. We had the local pub, man. Fuck Manchester United. Look, I'm kind of down with it. We'll do another show. I don't know if Jinson's free tomorrow, or we can do a short one. If you all want to tune in about this Knight fella. What's his name? Knight first. Knighton.
Knighton.
Michael Knighton. He's a bit of a clownish fucker. I saw Steve
And
Housen.
yeah, the guy blows hot air like nobody's business.
Steve Housen kind of threw some shade on him, but
Yep.
he only had 1 point. That Steve Housen just kept going on that same point only. I'm like, bro,
Yep.
find something. You said you did all your research and came, but only 1 point, which is during the interview he mentioned he has the money, but then he wants Jim Ratcliffe to come in
Yeah.
as well. So you need to go a bit deeper on that, you British guys, with
Mhm.
your morning fucking Manchester United use. Don't wait for the Asian motherfuckers here to come late at night to point out that your 30. I watched it. I was like, what the fuck? After I clicked it, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, hopping on the same shit.
Same
The
thing. Same
yeah,
thing. Yep.
the I want to say the black dude who was there with him was nice. He was like a very calm, present, very lovable guy. He was sitting down listening.
And he
I was
was
like,
too
oh, that's
close. And he was too close to the
at
mic.
one point he was too close to the mic, and then but he was okay. I thought it was okay, but
Yep.
Steve, bro, Steve Housen, bro,
He went full
calm the
blown.
fuck down,
Yeah.
bro. Find some other reasons as well to throw in there and help the Asian fellas out, like get rid of Fred, bro. No, right now I know that first game he didn't play.
That well.
They say he didn't play well. I mean, he gave away the ball once, but he still recovered. But I thought he played well. I was
Mhm.
genuinely surprised when he was substituted in the second half. I was.
I
Then I
actually,
watched the.
yeah, I thought McTominay should be
I
substituted
thought
for the game.
McTominay should be substituted, honest, because all the blocks and saves now were done by this fella, and of course, as usual, lah, he didn't have control over the midfield. Because like you said earlier, when Brighton were pressing, they said panic again, and again
Mm.
Tommy wasn't in the right position to put a ball to him, so the balls kelangkabut in midfield, and then we can attack.
Mhm.
So I don't think we should get in on him yet because I s- I
Every
dread to
I,
see
yeah,
Tommy play all the time.
I I I always feel that every team we need a water carrier. Or in Fred's case, he said he's the piano carrier. So I think every team needs a player like that. And Fred is the reason why every coach and manager chose him is because all of them say the same thing. He's a player that is selfless. He works for the team. You
Mm.
ask him to play as a right back, you ask him to play as a ball boy, he will still do it for the team as well. So I think that's the reason why a lot of coaches likes him because he's not the guy that complains. You realize he's very quiet. He just does the job and he always do it with a smile. And I think United need more players like that rather than all those egoistic prima donnas. So I don't think
Nah,
so. We should get rid of him.
I agree. I agree. The quality isn't there, bro. I agree. It's not. I mean, we want to win titles. We look.
Yep.
You watch. I saw the Liverpool game that day. I mean, damn son,
Hmm.
City, Rodri fella and Gundogan's passing quite nice, man. That Rodri
Crazy
fella like,
man.
cannot fall. It's like I was like,
They're,
wow.
they're what they call that
West Ham suck ah.
press resistant.
Crazy. Like I mean, the rice. What happened? They made soup rice ah. Fried rice not nice with the MSG. So he sucked, man. He had one
Yep.
shot, then he shot it into a rugby high. But I
150
tell
million.
you, yeah, 100 million they
Huh?
wanted, right? Fuck. And I was like, wait, this is how good a midfielder can be. And then today I watched highlights of Scholes' best passes. Hmm. If Scholes is a 10, Tommy right now is a 3.
Mhm.
Aggression, Tommy is a 10, no problem. 9 maybe. Fred is only a 5. Lah.
Mm.
That was some beautiful positioning, passing, bypass the midfield. Fuck it. I don't have to run. I'm not fast. I'm not tall.
Mhm.
I would a pinpoint pass to you in the corner, and the fellas would receive it. Valencia, whoever the fuck Beckham
Mhm.
would receive it. Nobody can put nice pass in, man.
Mhm.
And no one can even just track back or defend or whatever. So because I dread to see these other fellas play right now, I think keep for now lah. If
Keep for
somebody
now.
comes along, want
I
to
mean, he
go,
can be a squad player.
he
I
could be
don't
a
mind.
squad player.
Yeah, I
I
don't mind him
mean,
having a squad player. When you need someone to just do all the chasing, like what we did with Park last time, Park
mm.
Jisung, just do the chase.
He
Only in
could,
this
yeah,
case,
correct. He could do that.
he's the kind of player that can do that. He will run. He's like the Darren Fletcher, Park Jisung kind of player.
Fred
We,
Jisung.
Fred Jisung,
There you go, bro. Fred Jisung. I think that's it. He should he should hybrid himself.
Darren Fred Jisung.
Darren Fred Jisung. So you got Darren Fletcher in there as well. Darren Fred Jisung. Be that utility player and
Yep,
then become O'Shea at the end.
yep.
Darren
Every team needs a player like
Fred.
that. I think that's the reason why they're keeping him. The managers are still keeping him.
Yeah.
So he will be a valuable member. but not a starter, I would say.
And I'm down with and now if Ghana is fit and not injured anymore, I'm down to see him play
Yep.
tomorrow as well. Because
Yep.
if the boy can get the break up the opponent's team's passes
Hmm.
in the midfield, hey, I'm down, man. I
Yep.
mean, keep the other fellas up there. 'Cause Ronaldo doesn't look fit at all. Fuck that. I don't care who anyone says whatever bullshit.
He not fit lah, but as long as he can
Cannot
score
lift
the
his.
goals,
Yeah,
just do it lah.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
He can do like the
You cannot.
Batistuta that last time they
Yes.
interviewed him, right? They said,
So
why
stay
don't you
up.
dribble? He said, it's because I'm
Confirm.
not fast and I can't dribble.
Same
So
like
I'm
Ian
just gonna
Wright.
shoot.
Exactly same like Ian Wright.
Let's get the ball shoot
I
only.
just get the ball and I'm going to shoot. I know how to score a goal. So let
Yep.
him be up there.
Mm.
So don't make him track back. Please. Manchester United, please sort your shit out. Okay, these transfer things are just killing the fan base. Please, please give me a sign lah. Who the fuck is doing all this so my show can be famous? Anyway, I think that's it.
Mhm.
Tune in tomorrow. I probably will go live after the game. God damn, man. Please let it be a good one. Anyway, I'm going to put predictions out now just for fuck's sake. I know we
Mhm.
did it last season, then we started sucking, so we stopped. I'm just going to put out, didn't do it last week. I'm going to go first. I'm going to say, fuck, man, this is so hard. Your heart is telling you they're going to lose. But body's telling me no. 2-1. My
To
body,
who?
my
I had the exact
body,
same song in my head, man.
my body. Man, when we start singing R. Kelly, you know it's messed up. Us lah. 2-1.
So 2-1, huh?
Oh God, I hope lah. No need clean sheet. Never mind. I won't roster Manasia this week, but let
If
Rashford score, please.
if if we have Maguire, Varane, and defense, I would say we win 2-0.
Okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your predictions in the comments if you are watching this before the game tomorrow. Let me know whether I'm full of shit. I know I am, but please reaffirm to me, Cousin Roy, you're full of shit. No one's
Yeah.
saying, everyone's scared.
Say it
Put
to
it in
our
the
face,
comment.
man.
I
Say it to
love
our face.
engagements.
Hmm.
Okay, you want me to get engaged to anybody in your family? So I'm single, man. I'll do it. So put on engagements there. Anyone watching, let me know if I'm full of shit. Not. Please stay tuned more than 3 seconds. Probably at this point, nobody's here. But never mind. Thank you all for tuning in.